Male loser epidemic, Abba and Preach video. I am again subscribed to this channel, and I can tell you that I've seen some of their videos. I've seen particularly their beef was fresh and fit, and it was hilarious. Not gonna lie, it was truly fun. So today we are going to be looking at another one of their video, particularly talking about women and men. It's always fun, it's always interesting, plus the title is very tasty. You know, male loser epidemic with a woman on the thumbnail. So I'm expecting something interesting. Plus, we can already see that she is raising this question. What does she mean by that? And what are they going to say about this? Let's find out right now.
The male loser epidemic has gotten so bad.
My God. What a start, my girl.
You mean a male loser epidemic can go two ways. Number one, she can actually be factually, or number one, she could be just a high narcissistic woman.
I told you, my algorithms has been invaded by like this anti-male shit, bro.
Yeah.
So I just
Okay, she's going to be anti-male. So this is the second description.
be like, I'm like, well, this is really an industry, and the comments is just all reinforcing. It's
Yes.
interesting. There's also the other side of it, where it's like anti-women.
Of course.
That
I
algorithm
don't remember who's Abba, who's Preach, but I definitely remember this guy having long hair.
used to be what I had
Yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah.
Now I'm on the other side now, so I'm paying attention. It's fun. Check this out.
Anti-men. This is anti-men?
Oh, for sure.
A lot of you ladies ask me how it is that I get gifts on the second date, and it's very simple.
Because my guy is a cock, and if he's not a cock, he's a loser. No, I can give you 95% chance that this is the answer she's gonna give.
First of all, you must enjoy the first date. You have to determine whether or not you want to go on the second date with them. When they ask you for a second date, a lot of guys will try to close it on the first one if they're smart. And you can do this. This is how I do it. I've had so much fun with you. This was really great. Thank you for treating me. It was very sweet. I love this restaurant. And
My first date is already a restaurant one. If you watch some of the previous reactions, you know why I'm pausing on this moment.
I will go on a second date with you. However, I do expect a gift.
She's just straight up there, like, listen, you know, second date with me costs something. I know one other job that also requires you to pay for the next meetup. You know, I'm not going to say it out live, but we all know what I'm talking about.
Why are you checking out? You're probably, come on, we got a job to do.
I'm doing it.
You're on Instagram.
Yep. I checked out because shut up. Shut up. I think this you spoke to me about that a couple of days ago. The rage baiting thing.
Yeah, she's not rage bait. She's like, she really lives like this. I
She
know
lives
because
like it.
I checked her videos. She really don't go viral 95% of the time, and she used to be yapping about this shit every day.
Yeah, that means it's her.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I'm yapping about this shit just twice a week.
it really her, or I don't know, man.
Hey man, listen, I'll say
Every day I do push-ups, so check those shorts on my YouTube channel.
this. It doesn't happen often, but I have met people like this.
Yeah.
Very once in a blue moon.
And they are more.
Oh yeah, there's more and more of them. And
Yeah, but they're not as happy as they make it sound. Okay, this is how I make it this and this and that, and I do this, and
let's
I
hear her.
have it again, and then at the end of the night, it's I'm alone.
Let's hear her. Let's hear her. Let's hear her.
You know, I want to see how creative you get. I want to see you work for it. So you can get me anything you want. I don't care what.
Work for it. You know, you have to work for it. You know, you're a guy. You're supposed to work for me coming on the second date with you. Come on. Look, I'm not saying that a guy shouldn't do anything. And he shouldn't do anything special, especially on the second date, because that already means something more than the first one. But come on.
What it is. Well, I do,
Subscribe to
because
this
I'm going to
channel. Everyone
judge.
keep watching right now.
You need to impress me, but you can't get me flowers because I already get flowers for myself, and I also don't want you taking on the responsibility
He's the one who's listening and pushing the I can buy myself flowers song.
of getting the right flowers because I have a cat. So let's see how you do. And I'll like kind of lean back and I'll
Let's see how you do, and then I lean back. This is what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna lean back.
take a look at them and I'll be like,
Elle est vraiment fière de ce qu'elle a fait là.
I actually know what he said. I know you see subtitles, and he actually said what he just said.
Jeopardy, and this is Jeopardy, 500 for things that never happened.
Yes!
She's selling a fantasy.
Today I had another episode of shit that
Yeah, this is like me. You know, listen, you know what? After the end of the first date, I kind of sit across from her after we just had some Dom Perignon. And then I let her know, like, you know, I fully expect to have a second date with you. Absolutely. It will happen. Make sure you look good. Wear a red thong, preferably matching underwear. And I'll pick you up out of your place at 7. Maybe I'll forget something, so we'll have to go back. We'll find the laundromat, and I'll fuck you like a gorilla.
And you better be good, because I'm going to be judging.
And then that's when I swing out my 15-inch dong.
Imagine if a man actually posted content like this. Like, just imagine how would TikTok explode. You know what I should do? I should start a fake. I should start like how do I call this correctly? A series where I just copy all of those TikToks, but I make them in a joking way. You know what I'm saying? So people can actually see that I'm making fun of them. I'll write that down. This is actually a pretty decent idea. I love it already.
Bunker right on the table and be like, you see this?
But how does she know you're going to have a 15-inch dunker for her?
But how does she know that you have has a super Negro that you would have a 10-incher that you're gonna give her?
Like I just said to you, I just fling it out.
Now do the Jamaican one.
Because me fling it out, fling it down, boom, flick pan me dick, you hear? Ha! Anaconda pon them!
They're taking too long. Maybe this is their stop, but they're taking too long.
That shit did not happen. I wish you would have done that shit to a New Yorker. Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Get the fuck out of here.
and they're like, they'll usually ask, okay, like, what type of gift? And I'll be like, I don't know. I'd go home if you didn't go.
You know what you should actually do? You should also lean back and play along. Like, actually play along. Like, make her think that you're like, okay, what gift? Let's actually play this game. What gift?
Big, so you want my attention, don't you? And they're like, you want my
You know what? You know what I wish?
It's gonna be such a cool series. I'm actually gonna do it. I don't know when, but I will do it.
Bro, you know what I wish? I wish you would have gone on a date with her and she would have done that to you, and I would have seen your face when she does that shit. I wish I could just see that when you go, yeah, okay, no. And just leave. I wish. Oh, my God.
I mean, he wouldn't take her to a restaurant on the first date, and it's over. No second ones.
Yeah, because I've had women before say something, and I'm like, what? And I have to always process it because I'm like, did I hear this correctly? Like, it's just like a date. So I'm like, what? Why? Well, okay. And then I'll just wrap up the date shortly afterwards and then go home and never call her back. That's it. That's me. I'm not causing no. See, I'm in a restaurant. I ain't like, so I gotta pay the bill. You know. So.
okay, like
I ain't gonna lie. It's harder than it sounds, because in order to do that, you need to be ready to walk out of the date. And I'm telling you that 80 to 90% of men are not willing to walk out like this. Like she doesn't look that bad. I'll give her that. She does look attractive. And a lot of people, a lot of men, they, especially nowadays, we talked about this in the past videos, but how many of them suffer from loneliness? Now, they finally like get a date, they're able to do it, and she starts playing games like this. And do they really stand up and say, listen, I haven't been with a woman for 3 years, And if you're the only woman out there, then I'm not going to go out for another 3 years. Let's be real. How many men would actually do like this? It takes strength. I'm not saying to not do it like this, but if you're able to, you're actually a strong character, and I respect you a lot.
You're not telling them, you're telling them, but you're like seducing them, okay? And you gotta like use your eyes. You gotta just like siren it, okay?
Yeah, but you see, like, also, like, she's not, because that works. You know, we can laugh about it, but that stuff actually works. So she's, you know, manipulative, bad person, but smart enough. I'll give her that.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
If I could say something, girls, don't take advice on how to get a man from other girls. Y'all don't know what the hell you're doing. And guys, don't get advices on girls how to get a girl their way as well. They're going to talk about their fantasies and not real life.
So some of these comments are great. This one comes from a girl says, "Girl, you sound desperate to get a gift." I actually feel sorry for you if you have to ask for a gift for a stranger the first time you see him. And then she goes, "A stranger wanting to be in my life, especially a man who are brutal to us." Girl, who hurt you?
Who hurt you?
Girl, who hurt you?
What's wrong?
I mean, they kind of skipped the brutal part. I don't know if she said this in this video. I haven't heard it. Maybe it's some other ones, but I didn't hear about the brutal part.
It's giving hurt. It's giving therapy. Is the line that guys go, drizzle, drizzle?
I said, what? Drizzle, drizzle.
It's giving hurt, drizzle, drizzle. All right. And then she goes, "Yes, definitely has to prove it's kind of sweet and has intentions and meets my standard. Raise yours, my love. The universe is your oyster."
Okay, yeah, but if it doesn't go well, do you give
Basically, he's giving, and he's giving, and he's giving.
back the gift? No, right?
Another one goes, "What would you say if someone said, 'I love that idea. You get me a gift and I get you a gift, and let's see who's more creative and thoughtful.'" Which I'm like,
I mean, that's actually a good one, but okay, let them talk.
"Oh, that's kind of cool." And she replies, "The women are the prize, not the men. Want to act like a princess? Go date a gay man who would happily treat you like what?" You know what I heard when she said that?
You know also what you should do? You should put like those comments over here. Like, trust me, it would be much easier to watch. Like, just right now watching two dudes, and it's kind of hard. You're more listening to it. Abba and Preach, if you in some way do watch this stream, take this advice.
Wag it. Yo, dead ass. Women sometimes be sounding super homophobic without actually saying the word.
You know what the thing is? I'm gonna tell you this. Hot take. The women that are allies, or it's not even a hot take. It's just really life. The women often that are allies are more homophobic than the homophobes that they're, because they're gonna weaponize the homosexuality of their friends.
It's literally in every category. It's not only women. Trust me, I know people.
It's even worse. They're the ones that are gonna call you, "Oh, so you think you," and then,
"Oh, so you gay?"
"Oh, so yeah, okay." They weaponize it.
I still think the dudes who would beat up a gay person is probably more homophobic.
No.
Okay.
No, he's closeted, so it's closer than that.
Still worse, but okay.
I tried.
You did try. All right, so there's a follow-up to this.
The male loser epidemic has gotten so bad.
Ah, my God. What a start, my girl.
Hey, I'm just saying, Eder, you can put this at the beginning as a trailer for this whole video. Because this line
my God.
is crazy. All
My
right.
girl.
And they literally put it.
If you ask for a gift for a second date, that makes you a loser. But it's okay.
Let's let the 5 out of 10 who's got a cat tell us about this.
The male loser epidemic has gotten so bad that it's honestly so pathetic at this point. Like, why do you think you're fucking lonely? You're fucking lonely because we don't want to be with you. Because look at how pathetic you are. I posted.
I mean, okay, partially true, but let's actually think why let's actually listen why some men are pathetic.
A video talking about my standards and what I expect of men, which is basically just basic decency. You got to be consistent, you got to communicate, you got to make straight up plans. I'm not just fucking hanging out with you.
I'm confident.
Maybe in some other videos she did. Maybe I'm not going to judge. So, you know, we're actually trying to be rational on this channel. This is like one thing that I think makes this one stand out. So we're not going to judge her particularly right now. But Abba and Preach didn't show it in this video.
That nobody got upset because you said that.
Nobody said no. Yeah,
Nobody's bothered because you want communication and you have some basic standards.
that's
But
not. Yeah,
let's keep listening to why you think men are upset.
It's got to be at a nice restaurant, and on the second
So like first date is only nice restaurants. This is something you said, so this is something we can judge. And I already judged it in the previous video. So, but short point, not necessary. Restaurants are not always the best idea for the first date. And it's also for the women not the best idea for the first date. Trust me, it's more in the woman's interest than in the man's interest.
day, I will ask you for a gift, and I'm not telling.
Oh, there it is. That's the one. I think that's the one that guys are like, huh? You want us to now get you? So let me get this straight, guys. The standards. So we got to organize a date, come up with the idea, pay for this expensive restaurant she wants to go to, right? So we're doing all that stuff. Fine. We have to also ask for the date to hopefully get it, and then afterwards we also have to get the gift for the next date. Okay, you just add a little layers, but that's cute. Let's keep going.
I'm not telling you what to buy me, but I want to see your creativity. I want to see how you court me. I have standards. I also date high net worth individuals because that's my fucking circle. That's who I hang out with. That's who I am. I make a lot of money, so I'm going to hang out with people who also make a lot of money because it's about the mindset, because we're always trying to work on each other. And
how do I put this correctly? Whenever people start bragging about it in this way, that's when you can sometimes smell that they're full of cap.
these men fucking went crazy in the fucking comments. It's like, oh, like you're 6 at best. Bitch, like I don't care what you think of me, because the men in my life, the men that I date, the men that I hang out with, actually think that it's wonderful that I am achieving so much in my life.
So you say men plural?
Maybe, I don't mind, but like I said in the previous video, it's your choice what to put out there, but be prepared to be judged for it.
And you're saying all these like men think it's amazing. How come they haven't wifed you up then? There's so many of these men that think all these great things about you. Why they all keep passing on you?
That's actually
supposedly like high value network. I'm just question.
Because sometimes you hunt to eat, and sometimes you hunt just for the sport. Some people do that same thing for dating. Maybe I doubt it.
They think it's wonderful and actually help me set higher standards for the men in my life that are walking into my life. They teach me how to think. They teach me how to carry myself in the world. They teach me about men like you and how to stay away from them. So I think
this is also an interesting point that led up from her and both Abba and Preach. What if this whole gift thing, what if she has this idea for like gifts on a second date because that's what other men did? You know what? Like, it's not that she has never had this story and just all of a sudden came up with that. But perhaps she had like some man chasing her, trying to buy her attention, her loyalty by giving her gifts on the second date immediately. And that's how she kind of built this standard. Now, keep in mind, that's not that bad of a thing, especially if like the man maybe initiates something. You know, maybe, I don't know, he gave her a gift for her second date. We don't know the pre-story. Maybe he knew her for like 2 years and now they decided that they're more than friends and they decide to go out. And the second date turned out to be her birthday. I don't know. But he gave her that gift and that set some idea in her head. You know, you can explain this situation. But there is one argument that actually was brought up in this video that kind of beats up her whole idea of the idea of making this a normal standard. If it was a normal standard and if it was something that actually men were supposed to do, why didn't they wife you up yet? Why wasn't there a man? Because I'm sure that there are men that did already do it. Unless, again, you're saying that it's just her choice. You see, I don't really want to blame her. What she's saying is not correct, but I sort of get where she's coming from and whose fault is this. And something leads me to believe that this is not everything her fault.
It's just fucking ridiculous that these fucking bitch-ass losers are fucking sitting there. No fucking high-worth individual and no respectable man is gonna sit on the internet.
I can tell you as a
Yeah, but
I
here's
know.
also another thing about her. Uh, look,
Respectable man is gonna sit on the internet.
I can tell you as a high net worth individual, you're definitely a no.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
I think almost every rich guy that I know, if I showed them your shit, they'd be like, no.
No.
Because they would look at you and see a net negative. Probably somebody who's just going to cost them a lot of money. Ain't even cute enough to justify the kind of, like, you can't even truly be a trophy, my girl. Just being honest with you. So it's like, you expensive and you're not that cute. It's like, god damn.
And you cause all that headache. The thing is, you're the reason people ask the question, what do you bring to the table? Right? I don't really like that question. I don't really like that question because I think it's just there. I bring what I bring, and I don't have to prove you.
bring me,
The
you
reason
know.
why people ask that question, though, what do you bring to the table, is that you're so demanding. You're so demanding that people are going to be like, okay, well, after I do all this shit, I need to get mine. I need to eat. And if I
I'm
brought,
not gonna lie, his physiological aspects are higher level. I think that's also one of the reasons why they get all of the attention.
the fruits, the garlic, the seasoning, I brought the oil, you need to bring something to the table so we could cook. You wanted me to bring all my casserole, my pans, my knives, my cutlery, and I brought all that to the table? You asked for that.
The
What are you bringing?
parallels.
People only ask that question when you're demanding. That everybody's gonna go with the, but what's in it for me?
I mean, you would never ever ask that to anybody
No.
you're getting to know, because one, you would discover that as you're getting to know them, and two, you wouldn't be consciously thinking about it. I never had to ask my girlfriends or my exes in the past what they're bringing to the table. I learned about their job. I learned about their skill set. They told me how
Learn
they
as
cared
you
for other
go, yeah.
people. So I was like, it's just a weird thing to ask. One, two, you know, I think one of the saddest things about all this is that we have really sucked all the fun out of men and women's role in dating. Like, you guys have this expectation that men will come to the date and they'll ask you out and they will pay for the date. They'll organize it. Okay, cool. That's fine. And women will come. They'll be incredibly presentable. Guys will make an effort to be presentable. Obviously, the women are going to be stunning. Wow, you look great. Cool. We've sucked all the fun because we've just acted entitled to it. My wife will probably never be happy about making me a meal if when she makes a meal, she's like, that's the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? If I do something for my girl and she look at me, she goes like, yeah, that's the bare minimum. I expect that.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, then, fuck, you just suck the fun out of me doing labor for you. You know what I mean? Imagine going to your boss and you do it. He's like, yeah, I expect you to do that. It's like, okay, maybe you do. Maybe that's fine. You have to say it in a way that you fucking take the buzz out
So,
of
like,
everything.
the way she
Okay.
says it, I would understand if she would sat down, try to build, rational arguments step by step, calmly. But I don't want to rewind the video right now, but look at the amount of times she has cursed. She used the word fucking like after every third word, and this shows something to men. I don't know about you, but that already raises red flags in me. I don't want to start talking about this green flags, red flags, all of that bullshit right now, but you just don't want this aggressivity onto you, especially what got her triggered so much. TikTok comments. Look, if you really wouldn't have cared what those men said, you wouldn't have been triggered so much. I get the follow-up video because I'm a creator myself. You're just bringing up the content, you see what works and you try to make more of it, but you don't do it that triggered. Even compared to her first video. Like, first one was much calmer. But this one, whole other offense, We're just straight up forwarding this, these curse words one after another and calling everyone a loser. Come on. I'm sure you can do better, You hang out around better people.
Yes, I'm supposed to do this. Is it too much to ask to say please and thank you? Let's maybe be pleasant on this experience. I don't know why we had to do this thing where it's like, yeah, he asked me out on a date and he took me to dinner and it was a nice time. So fucking what? I expect it. It's like, holy shit, you guys seem so unpleasant. There's a lot of things that are expected in life. Manners are expected. All these things are expected. You can do some reciprocation without acting fucking entitled to it. You seem unreasonable. That's what I get when I look at this stuff. Oh yeah, he's gonna do this, and you're gonna ask me out, you're gonna get me a gift. And I was like, nowhere in that is there a sense of gratitude. People will be willing to do so many amazing things for you if you look like you're actually grateful for it.
Yeah, and it's sad because again, what happens? People watch this on TikTok. Men think that women are like this and they get afraid of them, or they don't want anything to do with them. They get hateful. Some women look at this and they think that this is actually how you're supposed to do. Sure, this percentage is small if you compare to like the bigger one, but it's still a bigger percentage than if there was no content like this. And that's sad, you know. That's just sad because we already have a problem with dating nowadays, and these creators, they don't bring any positivity to it. They don't actually bring something good. Moreover, they only bring harm. It is harmful content.
But this attitude that y'all show in these videos is anything but that.
Sometimes I told you, I'm a couple of days past or weeks before.
Yeah.
I told you that I'm like, this is not
Actually
real life.
feel I don't know. Are they like French speaking and trying to make English content? Because you can feel even from the way he's like trying to come up with how do you formulate this correctly. Couple days before, when you're supposed to say ago, but before in French is avant, and you say quelques jours avant. You know, is these tiny details. I think they're French natives.
I told you that, and you're like, no, there's people like
at least he's French native.
that. Like, not, it's not real. That's not real. That's not. And you know what? It's my bad. It's my bad. It's probably me. I'm not. I wouldn't say that I am an example of whatever, whatnot. But that's not how I understand life. That's not how I understand how it's supposed to be. You're always trying to find someone where it's like you against them. You're trying to build a relationship where it's you against them. How the fuck does that work in your head? Y'all motherfuckers like, yeah, my girl, my service. My girl's at my service. When I say sand, she says wishes, and she brings me one. Yeah, I don't have to ask. She just brings me a sandwich. Why? Because I bring her coffee. Because I do this. Because it's an
Fucking
exchange.
simp.
Yes!
You simping for your wife?
Yes!
Why you
You supposed to!
Nah, bro.
And she does the same thing for me!
Bro, that's how a marriage lasts 1 year.
No, I refuse that. No, it's
Simping.
like you guys are always like,
That's
Simping.
actually also the advantage of having two creators at the same time. You know, they are already arguing live against each other points. That's like reaction to live content, but you have it in a live content perspective.
this again.
You always got to put her in her place. You got to make sure she
Or in other words, debating.
love you more than you love her.
Oh,
If it ever gets to equal, she gonna leave you for the next nigga that got a bigger dick, and that like fucks her like a gorilla.
Oh my.
When she's in her
What?
there's a Giga Chad coming for your wife. Watch out.
Huh?
No respectable man is gonna sit on the internet and curse out a random person, period. I wouldn't do it. I mean, I'll fucking troll you if you're coming at me. I'll fucking troll you. But
You
otherwise,
literally used the word fucking twice now, and you literally are cursing right now. Like, look, I'm laughing. Like, I'm not triggered at all. I actually don't care about you. I can honestly say I do these reactions for the views and for my own fun. But it's just fun how people are contradicting themselves. It's just fun how hypocritical they all are. And I'm enjoying it. It just brings me free dopamine.
I wouldn't do it. No one who's respectable and has time and has things going for them is gonna sit there and bully somebody, and like no one who actually knows their value is going to sit in a relationship and bully them and tell them you can't get anything better than what I can offer you. You don't have anything to offer. You are what we're all running away from. You are lonely because you're a
Somebody just needs to put a mirror in her face and then recognize like
Nah,
she's
you're
also
right.
part of this quagmire people who have like there's a lot of hatred.
This what?
Quagmire's like a
Giggity. I'm sorry.
like, you know, she's talking about it, and I actually agree with her on this point. Like, I've never understood people who spend time in comment sections hating on women when they hate their videos. Like, just move on with your day, right?
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, not for you, not for you. I've never scrolled and been like, you dumb bitch. Like, I'm moving on.
I don't think
in that
I
same
have
token, like,
commented on
man,
a social media post in years. I mean, particularly like offensive comments. I comment supportive ones, that is for sure, and that's exactly what I think you should do right now. But arguing, unless you're trying to, unless they asked for it.
Do you not see like you out here talking about these dudes? You didn't hear what you said earlier when you're like, oh, these men treat us horrible, and now you're saying all this crazy shit. You are the other side of this coin. Hey.
Yeah, and I'm literally just doing the same part. I just criticize people for commenting, but now I'm going to ask you to comment below, what do you think about this reaction? And exactly while you're thinking about it, I'm going to thank you all for watching this stream or for watching this video on replay, because unlike some people, we are actually grateful for our viewers and for basically things that are in our life. And that's going to be the moral of the video. You know, guys, be grateful. Be grateful, be happy, you know, appreciate the things that you have and strive for more. With that being said, like this video if you enjoyed it, dislike it if you didn't. No, I'm not going to get offended, but I might slightly get offended if you don't explain me why. Because then I'm just sitting there looking dumb and not understanding why I didn't deserve the likes. Anyway, guys, this was me, Zeno, today with you. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. And I will see you in my other reactions. Woo!